What's up, everybody? It's Ryan with On This Day in MMA. Fight card this weekend: Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury. I was watching the press conference and stuff earlier. Saw some highlights and some clips of it. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I did see the John Fury. Man, is just an absolute trip, dude. Like that dude is just. I would love to hang out with that guy, like just for like one night, just to be like hang out with him, chill with him, pick his brain a little bit. The dude is just I think he's great. I do. I think John Fury's great, man. He is pure. He's like himself no matter what, no matter who's around, no matter what he's doing, you're going to get an authentic human being there in John Fury. He pulls no punches, he calls it like he sees it, so I just think the guy's great. He's standing up there. Tyson and Francis were facing off, and John comes up there, takes his shirt off. He's standing right there next to him. I mean, look, dude, he's a showman too, man. He knows how to juice this thing up and get it going and get the people talking and stuff like that. He's a showman. He is. Just like Tyson. John Fury's the same way. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, man. They're both just like I just really like both of them, honestly, and especially Tyson Fury, man. All the stuff that guy's been through in his personal life, and to come back. Let me say this: if you haven't heard that story or looked into his story on how he won the title, the mental health issues that he was having, and then for him to come back and train, he got with Sugar Hill. When he came back, it's really an amazing story, man. He just and he's sitting on top of the world right now. It looks like he's taking this fight pretty serious too. He had a long training camp. He definitely looks like he slimmed down a good bit too. I'd be curious to see what his weight is right now. But at the press conference when they first announced the fight, the first press conference they had, he looked pretty heavy. He didn't look like he was really doing a whole lot of training and everything though. But now, I mean, he for his body style, of course. I mean, he's not looking shredded like Ngannou is or anything like that, but he looks like he's slimmed down, and I think he's taking this fight pretty serious. And Sugar Hill made a real good point on the one part of the press conference that I did see. He said, we don't really know what we're walking into. It's like an amateur bout, which you just don't have a lot of footage on the people. You don't know who you're going to fight. You just say, hey, look, this one's fighting this one, and you just go. So you don't really know the strengths, the weaknesses, how to train for it and stuff. So, it's just he seemed like he was a little unsure, but as far as like the training goes, because they don't really know what they have there, with Ngannou. It's an interesting fight. I'm definitely interested in it. I probably will end up watching it and stuff for sure. Like I said in my other video though, I can almost picture how it's going to start, like in my mind. I can see as soon as the bell rings, boom, Tyson's going to come out real light on his feet, dancing around a little bit, bouncing, 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 boom, throwing that jab. He's going to keep throwing that jab, and I could just see Francis just standing there, just not moving, just boom, and then he might try to move real slow and stuff, and then he's trying to put the defense up, but I don't see Francis being real light on his feet and real bouncing. I mean, the guy's, 270 pounds or whatever it is, and most guys like that aren't very light on their feet. Big power, not very light on their feet. That's the thing that's very unique about Tyson Fury. The guy's 6'9", almost 300 pounds, or more than that probably, somewhere around there. But he bounces and moves like a welterweight. He's got a great jab. He's got great boxing skills, really high boxing IQ, and of course, the same old adage as far as like the big time boxers, heavyweight boxers. Yeah, Francis could land one on him, but I just don't see it happening. I don't think Francis, he might land a punch or, but yeah, I just think Tyson is just going to be too quick for him, move around a little too much. He's just too skilled. He's the undefeated lineal, undisputed, undefeated, heavyweight champion. So, unless Francis does end up like landing a lucky strike or a lucky punch or something like that, I don't even think he might not even get touched, to be quite honest with you. Fury is just too good. He's been in there with too many big punch power, heavyweights. And But we'll see. Again, we don't really have any footage on Francis at all. The little clips here and there that they sent out with the training footage, and it looked okay. I mean, it looked like he was just doing some pad work and stuff. Didn't look real quick and movement and power and movement and stuff. It didn't really look a whole lot like that, but he was just hitting pads. But we'll I guess we'll see how it plays out here on Saturday night. But Fury says he's going to knock him out. That's what he says. Fury says and he even described how he was going to do it too in that interview that they had with who was doing the. It might have been Ariel Hawani was doing the interviewing and stuff, and he predicted like, dude, he's going to lay you out within 6 rounds. So I could definitely see that happening. But I think I guess if it like whatever my official prediction is, I think they're going to start out. Tyson's going to be bouncing real light on his feet and then throwing the jab, and I think eventually it's just going to wear down Francis, and I think he's either going to put him away in the later rounds. I don't think he's going to put him away early. And dude, they might even have something worked out behind closed doors. Who knows? You know what I mean? This is like an exhibition thing. It doesn't really mean much. It's not for the belt. It's not for any of that stuff. So behind closed doors, hey man, let's make it look good for about 7 or 8 rounds, and then But I don't know if that stuff really happens. I'm sure it probably does, but I doubt it's happening here. But we'll see, but I think Fury is definitely going to win it, and I think he's going to finish him later on in the rounds. He might KO him flat, but I just think he's going to be too quick and move too much for Francis to even land a shot on him, to be honest with you. And he's got the Usyk fight coming up in like December or something like that. So, you know, I think he's taking this pretty serious, and I think he's going to go out there and maybe want to prove a point. Like, this wasn't really the right move for Francis and this whole crossover boxing thing like that. Tyson might go out there and it might be over in a round or two. Who knows? But I'll give Francis the benefit of the doubt. He is a great champion. He's a great athlete. He's tough, but I just don't think he has a shot like whatsoever in beating Tyson Fury. He's gonna get a big payday, which is cool. Hey, fair play to him on that. He's definitely gonna earn a lot of money. He's probably gonna earn more money than he's ever made in his whole entire time as champion, or even in the UFC combined. He'll probably make more in just this one night. But so like I said, I'll be looking forward to watching it, check it out, and see. I think Tyson's just going to be too much for him, and he either puts him away late, or they run it out for a few rounds. I think I see it kind of going like the way McGregor Mayweather went. So, yeah, that's it. We'll catch up a little later. See ya.